Alright, so Half-Life 1, what a game. It's one of those classics that pretty much everyone agrees is amazing. But let's be real, not every level is a masterpiece. Some are just straight up legendary, and others, well, they exist. So today, I'm gonna go through every single chapter and throw them into a tier list. No fancy scripts, just me ranking these levels the way I see them. Let's do this. Okay, real quick before we start, here's how I'm ranking these. S tier means these levels are chef's kiss. Absolute perfection. I'd replay them any day. A tier is still really good, levels that I enjoy but aren't quite top tier. B tier is solid. Nothing amazing, nothing terrible. C tier is getting kinda meh, but maybe some pacing issues, maybe just kinda forgettable. D tier, that's where the suffering starts. And F tier, let's just hope we don't have any of those. Alright, let's jump in. So we start off with a tram ride. And listen, I know it's iconic, it's immersive, but it's basically just a really fancy cutscene. It's cool the first few times, but let's be real, if you're playing Half-Life, you just want that tram ride to end as soon as possible. It's solid intro, but not much gameplay. For a 98 game, it was great, and I liked it first few times I saw it. You did. Everybody liked it back then, even like 15 years ago. But now, new players, we're gonna get bored of it. BTR. Anomalous materials. Now this one is fun. Walking around Black Mesa, pressing buttons, microwaving someone's lunch, just generally messing around. It's a great way to make the world feel alive before everything goes to hell. Plus, it makes that first alien sighting hit way harder. A tier. Unforeseen consequences. Boom! The game really starts. The resonance cascade happens, everything's on fire, scientists are screaming, aliens are popping out of everywhere. Absolute chaos. And it's so good. You go from regular old scientist, just me, Gordon Freeman, nothing special, to oh god, I need to get out of here. In a matter of minutes. Easily S tier. Office complex. Okay, now this is where we start getting into some solid gameplay. The first little puzzle solving sections, some really good enemy encounters, and just a great sense of isolation. The vents can be annoying, but overall it's a fantastic chapter. A tier. We've got hostiles. This is the moment where you realize you're not just dealing with aliens anymore. Now you've got the military trying to kill you too. The pacing is great, the action ramps up fast, and those first fights against the Marines are brutal. A tier for sure. Blast pit. Alright, now we're talking, the tentacle monster. I understand some people might get annoyed by the level structure, but I love this level. I don't even need to go into why, but I will, because I guess I need to make other people believe me. So this level is all about figuring out how to take down this absolute beast without getting yourself murdered in the process. Games from back then, they didn't have big monster defeat moments like this where you had to actually figure out how to do it with a puzzle. You know, for 98, just finding way of destroying it instead of just shooting it or one of its parts until it dies. It was very special. Tons of environmental storytelling, amazing tension, and the payoff, you set a literal rocket engine on fire to kill it. That's an easy S tier. Power up. You get to fight a gargantua, which is sick, but the lead up to it is kinda slow. Turning the power back on, flipping some switches, and then finally taking down the big guy. It's good, but not amazing. B tier. On a rail. Oh god. Here we go. The bane of so many Half-Life players. Look, I respect what we were going for, but this level just drags. It's also a level that's special for a game from '98, but there's just so much stopping and starting, flipping switches, dealing with awkward enemy placement. It's not broken or anything, it's just a chore. Detail. Apprehension. You get the crossbow, which is great, and there's some real cool underwater stuff. The fight against the Ichthyosaur is a neat set piece, but the level itself doesn't really stand out too much. BTR. Residue processing. This is basically Half-Life's filler episode. You lose all your weapons and have to do a bunch of platforming and conveyor belt puzzles. It's not awful, but it doesn't really add much. CTR. Questionable ethics. Now this is fun. Science gone completely off the rails. You get to play around with crazy alien tech, fight some cool enemies, and it just keeps the action rolling. ATR. Surface tension. Best level in the game. Hands down. This is Half-Life at its absolute peak. Intense firefights, airstrikes, massive outdoor combat, helicopters trying to murder you. This level has everything. STR. Forget about Freeman. This one just kinda happens. It's short, mostly just shooting stuff, and then you move on. Nothing bad, just also nothing amazing. CTR. Lambda Core. Portal puzzles are neat, but this level kinda drags. It's just a little too maze-like for its own good. Still, some good moments. BTR. Sen. We all knew it was coming. Sen is just not great. The floaty platforming is awkward, and while the visuals are cool and kinda special for its time, the gameplay isn't. DTR. Gonarch Slayer. A giant headcrab that just keeps running away. Not much fun, just kind of annoying. DTR. Interloper. The absolute worst part of Half-Life. Long, frustrating, just pure pain. FTR. Nihilant. The final boss is fine. Not super exciting, but at least it's a spectacle. CTR. Endgame. G-Man's monologue? Absolute gold. The choice you get at the end? Iconic. ATR. Alright, so that's my Half-Life chapter tier list. Some absolute bangers in S tier, some real pain in D and F tier, but overall, this game still holds up. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And I'll probably see you on every Half-Life Opposing Forest chapter tier list. So, thank you for watching it. Goodbye.